Hi there, I'm Rachel Gady.
And I'm Violet Robertson with Channel 9 News. It's Thursday, December 10th, 2015.
And we are here with some of today's most astonishing news. On September 11th, 2001, 2 planes successfully crashed into the Twin Towers, causing them to collapse. A third plane, flown by a terrorist, was headed towards the White House, and it was taken over by passengers and crashed into an open field. The construction of a memorial began almost immediately after this tragedy. It's dedicated to those who perished in the crashes, honoring their brave actions on that fateful day. The memorial will exhibit photos of the passengers and their seats on the plane. On the most recent anniversary of 9/11, families of the victims were finally able to experience closure.
It's sad to think that those things happen in America, but good to know that we can honor those we lost. Now over to the West Coast. On Thursday, September 10th, 2015, a wildfire broke out near Sacramento, Lake County. Over 85 homes were either evacuated or burned to the ground. That covers over 35 square miles of residence. In nearly 2 days, the cause of an unknown fire spread. Safety centers were open to those who evacuated their homes, but many safety centers had to be moved further away from the fire. Multiple military are flying over the fire, dropping fire repellent over the fire early in the morning. Residents ran for their lives as 3,800 firefighters started to fight the blaze of heat. Some lives have been lost, but many are still safe. Now over to Lizzie to see how students and facility members of Indian Hill feel about different colors.
Hi, I'm Lizzie Mukai, and this is my narrative report on colors. Colors historically have had a profound effect on how people think, feel, and interpret the world around them. In fact, colors have been proven to affect people's psychological states, ranging from how people find blue and green to be the coziest colors to how women prefer warm colors while men prefer cool colors. This is wrapped up in a study known as color psychology. In general, people tend to associate red with excitement, love, and negative problems. Yellow is associated with happiness and jealousy, green with envy and good taste. Blue is associated with masculinity, cooperation, and high quality, purple with authority and sophistication, black with grief and fear, and white with purity and sincerity. Looking into this, I decided to see if Indian Hill students and faculty held the same associations between colors and qualities.
Red is passion or anger. Red can be passionate.
Red makes me happy.
Yellow is a warning, right? So it's anxious.
Yellow means sunshine.
Green is cool, so it's like soothing, right? Very calm.
Green is nature.
Blue is sadness.
Blue is sad.
Purple's a tough one. Oh, it can be more passionate or it can be more kind of cool.
Purple is nice.
Black is death, right? Ugh, dun, dun, dun. Of course, if you wear black, you automatically become cooler as a person.
Cool.
White is nothing, you know? There it is. It's numb. It's numbing.
Clean.
As you can tell, some ideas differed, but colors are really important to people's perception of what's around them. Something to keep in mind next time you see a company's logo or are trying to figure out what to wear. This has been my narrative report on colors and their effects on people. Thanks for watching.
How interesting. Thanks for that, Lizzie. Now let's turn things over to Jack for the weather.
Thanks, guys. I'm Jackson Hale with the Indian Hill weather. Right now we can see it's a temperature of 45 degrees Fahrenheit with winds at northwest at 12 miles an hour. Humidity is at 30%. Barometer reading 28.62, a little low, and the river level very high at 40 feet. Right now we can see temperatures around Lunken and CVG Airport are 49, 47 degrees. Pretty cool. And as we head northeast, we can see Lebanon, Wilmington, Hillsborough all in the 50s. And if we even go southeast, we see West Union 59, Maysville 56, so almost breaking that 60-degree barrier. Satellite coverage of the clouds right now, you can see it's pretty clear. It's not going to affect us pretty much today. A little cloud coverage, but clearing up as the day goes on. Tonight, it's going to be very clear but very cold with temperature at 23 degrees Fahrenheit and winds at northeast at 15 miles an hour, making it even seem colder than it actually is. Tomorrow morning, also going to be pretty brisk with a temperature of 35 degrees Fahrenheit and winds at southwest at 8 miles an hour, but also going to be very clear. Your 5-day outlook today, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 51 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 34. Tomorrow, Sunday and Monday, it's going to be very sunny with highs in the 50s, 30s, and 40s, so spreading out, but all lows are going to be in the 20s. So bundle up if you're going out for the night on the town. And then Tuesday is going to be mostly sunny with a high of 50 and a low of 30. Back to you guys at the studio.
Thanks for that, Jack. Looks like it will be a chilly next couple of days. Now on to local news. The Cincinnati Police Chief, Jeffrey Blackwell, has been fired for poor leadership and communication. The city manager, Harry Black, added that Mr. Blackwell abused co-workers and created a hostile work environment. David Bailey will take his place for now until a permanent solution is worked out.
Blackwell promised to sue after being fired, but hasn't been heard from since. In other news, Stan Chesley, a former Indian Hill resident living by the Little Red Schoolhouse, was held at gunpoint Friday night. The 3 armed men went into his house and after him and his wife returned home. They took many loads out of the first level and went back to the second level to get more loads where the Chesleys were. When they were held at gunpoint, no one was injured. Stan Chesley was supposed to go to jail, but that was held off until further notice as to what will happen due to the nature of this case.
Wow, it's crazy to think that those kind of things can happen so close to home. Now over to Gabby for some news on the Bengals.
As we know, the Bengals have had an amazing season so far with a record of 9-2, only losing to the Texans and Cardinals. Head coach Marvin Lewis has helped them to achieve such a great season, along with Andy Dalton's great passes and rushes for 23 of his touchdowns this season. According to the NFL websites, the Bengals aren't predicted to go to playoffs or even get close. Let's ask what others think.
He's not a good player. The Bengals shouldn't have drafted him 2 years ago because he messes up.
No, the Bengals they're pretty bad, you know.
I think the Bengals have a chance of making it to the playoffs, but I don't think they will have any chance of winning.
After those interviews, let's look at one of the top plays the Bengals had this year.
Tries to figure it out on the sideline. Here's Ben Roethlisberger. Under 6 minutes to play. Ben didn't have his full mobility today, did he? He's still a little hobbled.
But he still break a couple of tackles here and there, but not the same Ben.
With plays like this, I think the Bengals have a great chance at making it far into the playoff games. Good luck, Bengals.
Thanks, Gabby. Let's turn things over to Evan and Matt for some more sports.
Hello and welcome to Super Sports News. I'm Matt Sorensen.
And I'm Evan Youngblood, coming in live with the newest sports information. Last Saturday, Alabama rolled over Florida to win the SEC championship game 42-21. They will enter the college football playoffs with the number 2 seed. It should be interesting to see how the Crimson Tide season goes from here.
It sure will, Evan. In other sports news, the Bengals will play this Sunday against the Steelers for the second time this year. Check out this highlight from the last game.
Down throw from Dalton. Fake it. Roethlisberger under pressure. Gets out of it. Roethlisberger looking downfield, extending the play. Roethlisberger will throw. Cincinnati makes a play on the sideline. John Williams. Williams comes away with the pick. Roethlisberger trying to work his magic. This is the first pick of his career.
Wow, Matt. That was a really crazy catch. Hopefully the Bengals can continue their winning season in this next game. Lastly in sports, Ronda Rousey has come out to say that she is ready to fight after a devastating loss to Holly Holm. I can't wait to see who she decides to fight next.
That's been our news for today in the sports world. I'm Matt.
And I'm Evan. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Evan and Matt. And now a quick break for some information on health.
back to Channel 9 News. Here with some stories of today's most astonishing news.
Let's send things over to Gabby and Lizzie for some entertainment news.
Thanks, Rachel and Vi. A few weeks ago, Miss Georgia won the 2016 Miss America pageant, taking away Miss New York's 3-year streak. Miss Georgia won first place and a $50,000 scholarship. When asking her opinion on Tom Brady cheating for her session of questioning, she responded that she didn't know enough about the topic and explained how she needed more information to provide a proper conclusion.
Although she couldn't answer the question, she had an amazing singing performance to help her win. In music, Beyoncé, along with other stars, killed it at the Global Citizen Festival this past Saturday. The annual festival, sponsored by H&M, was held at Central Park to raise public awareness of global issues like poverty. Celebs like Ed Sheeran with Beyoncé singing Drunk in Love performed. Overall, it was a great turnout at an event that could really help to make a difference in people's lives.
On the other hand, there are some great movies coming out. Suffragette, a movie about women fighting sexism in the late 19th century, premieres on October 21st. Check it out.
You a suffragette, Mrs. Elliot? I consider myself more of a soldier. As Mrs. Pankhurst says, it's deeds, not words, that will get us the vote. We burn things, because war's the only language men listen to. We will win.
Take my love, take it down.
Some other movies to check out this year are The Martian, Steve Jobs, and The Stanford Prison Break.
That's all in entertainment. Back to you, Vi.
Thanks, Gabby and Lizzie, for that entertainment update.
Now over to Jack for a special report on football.
Nick Heidel, how do you think your football season went this year?
I mean, I think it went pretty well. Pretty different from last year, losing seasons to winning seasons, big difference, a lot more fun, much greater atmosphere for everybody, the whole community came together, really enjoyed coming to watch us on Friday nights. I thought we performed pretty well, 10-0 regular season, advanced somewhat far in the playoffs, sad ending, but, I think we did pretty great this year.
All right, and final question, there's obviously a change from last year's 5-4 team to this year's CHL championship team that finished 11-1 and 10-0 in the regular season. What do you think was that change?
There were a lot of factors, Obviously, the new coaching staff came in. They changed up what we had going for us. They got us in the weight room. We put in the work preseason that was necessary for us to have success during the season. So I really feel like that made a big impact. And I think that our attitude towards football just completely changed. It became a lifestyle. We put all our effort into it. We worked all off season for 7 months just to play the 3-month game or the 3-month season. So, just the work you put in before the season really affects how the outcome of the regular season is. So, I think that's the reason why we did so well this year.
How interesting.
That's all for now from Channel 9 News. I'm Rachel Gady.
And I'm Violet Robertson. Tune in with us next week for more interesting news. Have a great day.